class, we have been learning the 3 reads. This helps students think about what's actually happening in the story problem without worrying about what to do initially. So we start by teaching the kids to, once they see a story problem, they can ignore the numbers, so cover up the numbers, and then also ignore the question at the end here. Okay. So for the first read, they'll read it to themselves. After making the school lunches, Miss Nash washed some dishes and Miss Choi washed some dishes. Their job now is to think about what's actually happening in the story and put it in their own words. So it was lunchtime, they were making lunch, and then afterwards there were some dishes being washed, and Miss Nash washed some and Miss Choi washed some as well. Once they understand what's happening in the story problem, they go on to their second read, where they read it again, this time revealing the numbers. After making the school lunches, Mrs. Nash washed 317 dishes and Mrs. Choi washed 245 dishes. Okay, now they're going to think about the quantities. What numbers do they see in this problem? Okay, the ones that pop out are 317 dishes and 245 dishes. They might also see that there are 2 teachers. They also might see that there is 1 school. For the third read, they read it again. After making the school lunches, Mrs. Nash washed 317 dishes and Mrs. Choi washed 245 dishes. In this third read, now they're going to think about the questions that could go after this story problem. So they're going to come up with their own questions. So they could come up with who washed more dishes. Nash washed than Mrs. Choi. How many did they wash altogether? About, using rounding, about how many dishes did they wash altogether? And after they've come up with multiple questions, they're going to then reveal the question in the actual problem. So it's how many dishes did they have to wash? Okay, so now they're fully understanding what the story is. They know Miss Nash washed some, Miss Choi washed some, and they're looking for how many dishes did they have to wash. So they can conclude that we have Miss Nash washed 317 dishes and Miss Choi washed 245. We want to know how many they washed, both of them. Then they would solve their equation.